Well, I debated on whether I was going to do this or not, but I figured, what the hell, let's do it. Uh, Welcome back to the Tailgate Show. It's just me. It's going to be a week one recap. Uh, Things that I learned, things that I saw. Well, first things first, let's start with the good. The defense is really good. Unsurprisingly. We kind of thought they'd be good. I don't think we realized that it'd be 3 turnovers good, but Will Levis decided to absolutely crumble in the third quarter and fourth quarter, which can't say that's completely unexpected. I mean, the guy hasn't shown that ability yet, and you could actually physically watch it fall apart shortly after the blocked field goal. The tackle by Tremaine Edmonds on third down to force the fourth down. The pressure was starting to get to him. And then, bam, he throws the worst pick six maybe ever. That has given us such a glorious meme of him with his hands on his head. Like, what did I do? You threw the game away, which, thank you. We appreciate that. So now for the not so good, the offense. Yikes. That offensive line, not very good. Which, week one is kind of wonky anyway. Credit to the Titans for having a really good defensive front. For Coleman Shelton, my goodness, son. Whew. You better get a lot better in a hurry. But I also think you're seeing the difference between a running threat quarterback versus a pass first quarterback. A run first quarterback like Justin was, you have to be disciplined in your lanes. You can't rush up the field. You gotta stay home because he'll burn you with his feet. Well, against Caleb, you saw that they were going to send it, and they were getting pressured real easily through the middle, and that's the best way to disrupt a quarterback, is pressure right in his face. There were still opportunities, though. Caleb had a sure touchdown dropped, and then he missed one to Keenan on the left side by about 2 yards. And he wanted that ball back. But you could also see that he was fired up about the 2-point conversion that he hit with Swift, and he knew that was it. He knew that game was over, and good for him. Good for that team to pull a team win together. Special teams, once again, were amazing with one exception. The obvious exception. It's Velus Jones. I hate to say it, but I don't want to dog on him any more than everybody else has. He already knows it. There's no guy that feels worse than him. But it's kind of habitual, Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you again. Maybe. Or us. Shame on us. We knew. Now you just hope that the coaching staff and the Ryan Poles sees that. Which they apparently did. Because you saw that he did not return any more kicks. Which is the right call. It's just the right call. Cairo, don't call me Cairo, call me Carlos Santos. Once again, money. Can't say enough about that guy. He's been money for the last 3 years and continues to show why he's probably easily the leading scorer of the Bears in the last 3 years. So, you got to be happy about that. Got to be happy that we got points. To score 24 and not have an offensive touchdown. So the kicker's got to put in some work, and he did, which is what he gets paid for, which is awesome. I have a lot of concerns about Keenan Allen and that heel. A lot. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to hold up through the season. Saw him limp off after that deep ball. And, the guy gets open. I don't know how, but he does. He's pretty amazing as a route runner, but I have a lot of concerns whether he's going to finish the season or not. Receivers got to make catches. There's a couple of them there's at least 3 drops that should have been catches. A couple of them could have been for first downs and kept drives alive. But that didn't happen. So I'd like to see the offense get in some kind of rhythm next week, because I don't think they got in any kind of rhythm whatsoever. Shane Waldron didn't get in any rhythm as a play caller. You know, you get 6 on the ground on first down, then you go backwards. Some by QB fault, some by just poor play calling at times. You know, you throw that wide receiver screen and the receiver on the outside doesn't pick up that block, and DJ gets blown up. You just kind of, you hope for better in the future, and I guess that's ultimately the best thing you can say, is that there's teachable tape after a win. But who knows? I mean, nobody knows. The reality with this team is that offensive line has to get better. I mean, you're seeing, like I said, this is the first true evaluation of this offensive line with a pocket passer, and it wasn't very good. I mean, there's no help coming. So if you think there's help on the way, there's not. I mean, these are the guys that this team has decided that they're rolling with, so they have to callous themselves and get better. You hope you see that. The only way that this gets better is if you do a mid-season trade, and I don't see that happening anytime soon. So it's just a little quick recap. Might do this every week. We'll see how it goes. Just want to have some fun and say hey to the people. Been a while. A lot of the guys like Brian and everybody, they don't really have time for a show necessarily, so this is a good way to kind of keep the Tailgate Show alive, and I'd like to keep it alive. So y'all have a great day. Like and subscribe if you choose to, and we'll see you next week.